this is Lachette with Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with a new video about another readathon. So usually, I only post videos about Witchathon on this channel, or in general, and that keeps it pretty simple for me, even though I do like to participate in other reading challenges. And I think, though, that the Zodiac-a-thon is going to be another readathon that is appropriate for my channel. So I thought I would share my TBR, my to be read list for the Zodiac-a-thon here. I do not know yet if I will be doing a vlog for that, but there will be a wrap-up video. So what is Zodiac-a-thon? Zodiac-a-thon is a readathon that's running from March 20th through the 26th, and it is run by Carrie Bookbell over on YouTube and Twitter. And actually there's also Bookstagram or Instagram challenges. I don't know if I'll participate in those or not. We'll see how it goes. But so yeah, this is happening literally the week after Witchathon, so pray for me. But anyway, astrology is a big part of my craft, and astronomy is a small part of it because they are related. And I did want to do videos about astrology here, but I have not posted them yet, basically. So eventually we'll come to that. But I thought it would be a nice tie-in to do this readathon. So there are 6 prompts, and let's just jump right into them. Links in the descriptions to Carrie and the Zodiac-a-thon's Twitter and her YouTube channel. So the first prompt is, buddy read a book with someone who shares your sun sign. I am my sun is in Scorpio on my natal chart. I don't know if I'll be able to do this challenge, only because as far as reading goes, I'm still doing beat the backlist, so my options are narrowed to only my Goodreads to be read list. So I might skip this channel, but I did join. If you go to the Zodiac-a-thon's Twitter account, each sign has started their own group chat. So I'll join the group chat, figure out what book they're reading, and if it fits, then I'll do it. But I'll be honest, this, even though it's the first prompt, is not my priority. Prompt number 2, read a book with an astrology or astronomy related word in the title. So I like this. It's a pretty broad prompt. You can have anything from like sun and moon to houses or planets, sign in the title. But I just so happen to have started reading this book, and I haven't finished it because I'm going into Witchathon and I want to, you know, digest the info. But Lunar Abundance by Ezzy Spencer, it is appropriate because it's literally about the moon and working with the moon in a lunar practice. So the word lunar is obviously astrology and astronomy related, but particularly the topic of this book is astrology focused, at least on the moon. So I'll finish this. I've only just begun. By finish it, I mean reading it. There are it's kind of like a workbook, so there's questions and things you're supposed to answer, and that's all well and good, but I don't own this book, and it's a library book. I will go through the work of answering the questions and stuff, but it will not be during this readathon. So that's my book for prompt number 2. Prompt number 3 is read a book that fits the challenge for your sun sign. My sun sign, like I said, is Scorpio, and the challenge for Scorpios is to read a book that has romance. Simple. And for that, I will be reading Dark in Death. I don't have it yet. It's on the way from the library at the time of filming this, but it is a book, I think it's the 46th book in the In Death series by J.D. Robb, and this is an ongoing futuristic series, and there is romance in it because the main character, Eve Dallas, is married to her husband, Rourke, and there is literally always their romance in the series in every book, and depending on the book is how focused the plot is on their romance changes. I don't know until I read it how much there will be, and occasionally there are other romances. They're friends. I was going to say family, but they don't really have like family. It's more found family. But yeah, they're friends romances. And Eve is a police lieutenant, so we get sometimes the focus is mostly on her cases rather than the romance, and I'm okay with that. I'm looking forward to continuing this series. I haven't caught up to the latest book. I think we're somewhere in the 50s, so that will be my book for prompt number 3. So challenge number 4 is to read a book that fits a challenge for your moon sign. Aquarius is my moon sign, and so my challenge is a book out of your comfort zone. This is I have the same challenge for Witchathon, so I'll have 2 readathons back to back and 2 books I'll have to read almost back to back that are out of my comfort zone. And okay, so this book is not 100% out of my comfort zone, but there are various elements to it that I am a little concerned about, but it's out of my comfort zone. The Light of Fireflies, and this is an ebook that I'll be reading. Last year, I think it was for I think it was International Women's Day or some other international reading. Amazon offered 7 books, 7 free ebooks by foreign authors that have been translated into English, and I thought that was a cool idea. I've always wanted to try reading other books from other cultures and other authors that are not American. And believe it or not, my window is closed and I'm nowhere near it, but that's just how loud some vehicles are out there. Anyway, so The Light of the Fireflies is a lot. That's already out of my comfort zone. Add on to the fact that it's a book. I was reading the synopsis last night and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. It seems a little bit horror-ish. And if you watch my Witchathon TBR, you know I'm like, horror is not my thing. But I think it's more thriller horror, like maybe Stephen King-ish type of stuff. But all I know is that this is about a family who lives out of a basement. They never go outside, they never leave the basement, and I think at least part of the story is from the young boy's point of view. So his entire life has basically been living in this basement, and he doesn't know why. The synopsis hints at all kinds of triggering things, and I don't know where this is gonna go. It has like mixed reviews on Goodreads. Some people are like, yay, and other people are like, no. And that's in English and Spanish. So wish me luck on that. Prompt number five. Read a book that fits the challenge for your rising sign. My rising sign is Gemini, so I have to read a book that has siblings, and that was relatively easy because I have a book that I've been wanting to get to, but my mom was reading it for a month and now the readathon showed up, so I'm happy to squash it in there. A Gathering of Shadows will be my book for this, by V. Schwab. Now, the reason I'm tossing this in there because Kel and Rye are brothers, and I know they're not related by blood, but Kel is kind of raised as Rye's brother, so that fits for me. Any excuse to read a book that I already have and I desperately want to get to because I loved A Darker Shade of Magic and I've been wanting to read this, so now I can. And the last prompt is read the group book. That's prompt number 6. And the group book is Astrology, the 12 Signs by Lunar Abundance. Now, my library does not have this book. I'm getting really irritated lately with the books that the New York Public Library doesn't have. Like, really? Especially since we have like an open lending sharing policy with the Brooklyn Library and the Queens Library. So I feel like I should not have any problems with availability of books of all kinds, really. But this is not the first book they don't have at all. Not, let alone like I just can't get it. It's not available. They just don't have it. So there's that. If I am able to squeeze this in, I will. It is an astrology book I haven't read. I do know and study astrology. I know all the basics. I know how to read natal charts for myself and others. And it's, astrology is probably going to be a lifelong study thing for me, as it is with most people. Eventually, I would like to give more astrology readings. So reading another book about astrology would be fine with me if I can get it, but I believe Carrie said it's available for $2.99 as an ebook, so I'll look for that, and if I can squeeze this book in, I will. But yeah, those are the books I plan on reading. If you would like to join Zodiac-a-thon, again, Carrie Bookbell's announcement video is down below. She explains all the prompts, and 3 out of the 6 are based on your personal sun, moon, and rising sign. If you don't know what those are, there's a link on her video for you to find out. And I just think this is really interesting for a readathon. I had planned on doing her Zodiac tag sometime this year, but this readathon is happening soon, so why not start with that first. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the very minimum a wrap-up video for this, if not a vlog as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.